on today, guys? So we're gonna get back at it just for a few on the 240. Yesterday I did not pick up the camera, but I was working hard. Got a lot done on the car. Sorry about that, guys. But we've got some customer cars out here today. So before I start and open up, I came here just a little early. I'm gonna tinker with the car just for a few minutes before we get started. So I'll show you kind of what we got done yesterday. We got the torque converter all the way buttoned up, tightened up. We got the whole front end all mounted, finalized. Got the header wrap all done. Exhaust gaskets and all that good stuff done. Oil line, feed line done, but I still need to do the drain side. And, you know, wastegate. I still need to build a wastegate dump pipe there. And what else did we do? Kind of figured out what we're going to do with the coil packs. So the coil packs on here, they sit up on top of the valve cover just like the original, but we have no space for the spark plug wires here. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe just modifying these brackets and bringing them up a little bit. At least these two on each side, so then they look the same. So that is a thought. And then we went down and got ourselves the new fittings for the manifold for all our vacuum lines. I always like these push lock. I don't know if they're called push lock, but I'll call them push lock valve, vacuum lines and plugs for the bottom of the manifold under there. So then we can get everything taken care of for wastegate, blow off valve, and fuel pressure regulator. And then we got our map sensor, which we're still waiting on. They was supposed to be here yesterday, but then they said something happened with shipping and blah, blah, blah. So it did not show up. They were gonna try to order us another one, so hopefully it's here today. So what I'm gonna try to get on this morning is, I got my radiator support brace all painted, so we're gonna try to put that in, get the radiator in, maybe get a couple hoses on, and just get this front end buttoned up before we start work for the day. At it today, got some solutions for the problems I was having and some fixes for everything else. So we finally got our map sensor in. This is the 2.5 GM or 2.5 bar GM map sensor, and that'll actually plug in the back here. So that solved our problem of figuring out if we needed an extra vacuum line down here for our map. So it goes right in the back of the head. We're good to go there. So I've got this all set up. This will go to fuel pressure regulator, and this will go to blow off valve. And then I'll have to pull off the turbo housing. I still need to put the other vacuum push lock in there, whatever you want to call that, the fitting in there to run the wastegate. And that'll be all set up. Other than that, I just need to build the drain tube for the oil on the turbo, and we'll be good there. The other solution that I'd found yesterday is I actually had some coils sitting over on my drums over here, and they are just a little bit different shape than these ones. So the problem I was having with these ones is when they sat on there, I showed you guys the coil or the spark plug wires are too close to the headers. But I'd found these ones sitting up there, and they come off from the side of the coil instead of the bottom. So I actually got way more room clearing the header now. So I think we'll be good with these ones. So we'll get these things cleaned up and put on there. We'll get everything else on our intake manifold put together and assembled and put on here. Only thing I'm waiting for on the intake manifold is the throttle bracket. So the throttle cable bracket. So there's no way to attach it, you know, so you can have a gas pedal. So I looked it up, and they do sell their brackets. They just come separate. So that should be here today, and that'll sandwich it right in between the throttle body and the intake, and that'll give us a little bracket to get our throttle cable on there. So that is the only other thing we're waiting on for that, but we'll still go ahead and get this bolted onto the car anyway. and then we can work on that when it gets here. So yeah, we're just gonna jump on this bad boy and start getting some work done. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place with just the last minute stuff, hitting about 4 different projects at once, and just trying to get it all done. So let's get rocking. Guys, so we've got the intake on the car, a few other good things. We went down to O'Reilly and bought ourselves a new coil pack. We had one that had busted off there, so we can get that little part done. But check out this badass stuff right here. Got all the coolant lines on, all that good stuff there, and started filling it up with water. And I don't know if you can see up in there, but look at that. Our weep hole is leaking. That sucks. So I went ahead and bought a new water pump. You know, that's kind of the thing of using a water pump or use stuff that you don't know is quality or not. Sometimes you'll have that. Check out this badass stuff. Lifted the car up and didn't pay attention, but my brand new 5 quarts of oil was sitting up here, fell down, busted. I didn't see it, and it spilled everywhere. So I had to go buy a bag of freaking Floor Dry. I am just winning today, that's for sure. But we're just going to keep pushing through it, and, you know, hopefully I don't cost myself any more money today and get some more stuff done on this car. All right, guys, so we've gotten pretty far on the car. I was going to give you just a little bit of an update. I haven't been recording too much, just trying to get all the little odds and ends done and fully secured. So we've got all our fill rails on with the injectors in. One thing that we haven't finished yet, though, is the actual fill lines. So I ordered some fill lines from Amazon, and I'm just waiting on them because I want to redo this front bypass or passover line in AN10, so that way we get the E85 all the way up around. So we need 3 of those fittings, and then we needed the fittings that actually went into the fill rail to go to AN10. So that is about the only thing that I'm still waiting on. Our throttle bracket will be here today, so we'll be able to finish up the throttle body and all the boost piping. I've got everything else on the throttle body already, and we are ready to go there. We have got coil packs on. I've got the wires set up and ready. Still need to clean them all up and wrap them with some heat wrap, and we'll be able to put those on, and so on and so forth. So I did get the new water pump in as well. It was leaking out the weep hole, so we got that fixed. Oil drain lines done. All the headers, or not the headers, but exhaust pipe all wrapped. Got the wastegate pipe right there, all built. So yeah, just been knocking out the little things that I'm sure you guys didn't really want to see anyway. But I think next we're going to be jumping on getting the wire harness put in. So I'm going to probably make that its own little video of getting the ECU and the wire harness all in. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on where we're at, and hopefully after the wire harness video, the next video after that will be us starting this car. I've literally went through the list, and we were so close to just getting this thing started, honestly. Like, we just have to put the wire harness in, fill lines. Said the fittings will be here Friday. Today is Tuesday, so Like I said, I'm just going to get everything else done, so when those show up, that is all I have to do on Friday. So hopefully Friday night we are starting this thing and hearing it for the first time. I also do have a new throttle cable. We'll have to put that in as well. I think I already put that inside the car, but I'll have to install that and then mount up our overflow catch can, whatever you want to call it there. And yeah, just so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and just keep rolling on this bad boy. We appreciate y'all watching it.